you buy something and you think, wow, my dog or cat will really love this, and then they absolutely hate it? Well, here are some of the things that I've bought or someone else has bought for our animals that they may or may not like. First up, we have this cat tree. I think it came from PetSmart. Lobster absolutely loves to sleep in here, especially when the window is open and there's sun coming in on him. Oh, hello, shrimp. They kind of like the feather and scratching on this post. You can see up here it's kind of messed up, but down here is pretty much untouched. Would you like to demonstrate, shrimp? No? Okay. Second up, we have this cat tree, which I built in a video. They absolutely will not touch it. Right, shrimp? Unless you're standing directly next to it. Sometimes they will. But they don't really scratch on it. Don't really hang out in there. When we used to lock the cats up at night to keep them away from the dogs, Lobster would sometimes sleep on it, but he won't just come in here and sleep on it. Then we have this thing. This is a scratcher thing. There's supposed to be a little ball in here, but someone keeps pulling it out, and I can't figure out who it is. You know who it is, shrimp? So they don't really use the scratchy thing, and this is only good until the ball gets pulled out. This isn't really a cat thing. This is something we got for Angel, and obviously she's not using it anymore. Occasionally Lobster will go inside of here and hang out. Shrimp's afraid to go in there. Or not. You gonna go in? No? Okay. We also have this cat tree that they don't really like. Or at least they didn't like it when it was in the front room and no one was in there with them. Now that it's in the office, they kind of like it a lot more. Lobster will often come and sleep in this thing, but doesn't really have a lot of wear and tear on it. This window ledge they absolutely love. They love looking out at whatever is out there. And if the sun's ever shining in on here, that's a bonus. And this is really strong. It's able to hold Lobster, who weighs about 15 pounds. You just have to make sure that the suction cups in the window are clean before you put it on. Then we have this little puzzle toy. Shrimp loves these. She loves getting the treats out of them. And she's able to do it pretty easily too. So that's a good bit of enrichment for them. Then we have these scratching things. This is the bottom side, because they've got the top torn up pretty well. Probably need to buy a few more of those, right, shrimp? And this is their toy box. This is kind of all the toys that they don't really play with, or they might occasionally play with. This is a dog toy. You want that? There's like little mice, those foam balls. This has catnip in it. She does play with this. She does love these. But not on camera, apparently. This is Doc and Phoebe's Cat Co. You put food or treats in here and they're supposed to bat it around and get them out. We do use these occasionally, but we don't use it as their primary form of feeding. I think there's 3 of them. Yeah, here's the 3rd one. One of these is kind of hard to push down, and then one of them is like super loose. And then Lobster absolutely loved this thing. I think it was covered in, or it had catnip in it. It came in the pack with the tunnel thing. As you can see, the dogs got a hold of it because they take their toys downstairs. And then the dogs get them. This thing also came with the tunnel pack. They do play with this, obviously not by themselves. Sometimes Lobster will grab these and drag them around. Whoop. Moving on, we have the tunnel. They do play with this, but not when it's shoved up against the wall. One of these has, it's on the other side, the little ball thing in it. You gonna show us how it's done, shrimp? No? That's fun, I guess. Lobster and shrimp like to hang out in this at like 3 a.m. Run around and be annoying. See, we have another one of this thing. The bottom's not super torn up, but the top is. Then we have this thing. I've never really seen them play with it except for when we first got it. I think it was a Christmas present from them. Not really one of their favorites, except if you actively play with them. They won't play on their own. What? Do you like the mic? This thing we bought for the dogs, but Kraken likes to eat the plastic pieces, so we brought it upstairs, and now it's an enrichment toy for the cats. Shrimp is very smart, so she's able to get these off easily. Not that it's super hard, but she's very smart, isn't she? This is the favorite cat tree because it is in the living room where we are. As you can see, they're tearing the heck out of it, which is good because they're not tearing up the furniture. And everything on here is super wobbly because Lobster will jump from the steps like where Shrimp is up here, except he doesn't always clear the banister, and then he just looks kind of ridiculous. Then we have another one of these feather things. This came from PetSmart. No, don't want to play. And then we bought these shelves off Amazon, hoping that the cats would like to use them, but they're kind of narrow. They don't particularly like using them. They are very sturdy though, and they can hold them if they so chose to go up there. Hello, doggies. For the dogs, we have these Nylabones that they love. Hello. I'm trying to show off your toys. This thing makes noises as you roll it around, and they kind of like it, but they're also kind of afraid of it. These two things that I got from PetSmart are no match for Kraken. She is not allowed to have soft toys for this reason. Go get it. This rope thing. They don't really play tug of war with you, but they like to chew on it. Yes. You're very weird. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I know. This is a soft toy they were given. Took them all of probably 5 seconds to rip the head open. And we also have an assortment of puzzle bowls for them. This is Kraken's bowl. We try to switch them out. We just got these, but we're trying to switch them out with a couple puzzle bowls so that they... I can't reach this one. Try to switch out the puzzle balls so they get mental stimulation. Where is this bowl? Okay, I can't reach that one, but there's one more. And they're getting excited because I'm playing with their bowls. This is not an approved toy, but Lobster likes to jump up here and then stick his feet in the cracks. But all the fish in here are Cory catfish, so we can't really get to them. I know the water is a weird color, but I can't get it to not be that color. And last but not least, this is another unapproved toy. Shrimp likes to pull tissues out of the tissue box, so we have to keep it like that. Last but not least, this is a small blanket that my grandma made for the cats, and we have to keep it up here because somebody's can't behave and will tear it up if they get a hold of it. But the cats like sitting on it up there, so I think they're happy with it. So that's some of the stuff we bought for our animals. Let me know down below if you ever bought something you thought they would love and then they ended up hating it. Or if you bought something and you didn't really expect them to like it, but you gave it a shot and it was something they really loved. And I'll see you next week.